my son just gets up from his nap and he's crying his lungs out. I can hear the
My
sound.
God.
My nanny is trying to pacify him, but he just wants like to hug me for 5 or 10 minutes.
Leaving a 6 months baby at home with a babysitter, it's very tough, very tough. Then you feel like crying, what I'm doing. My job is important or my kid is important. When a mom is working, so the entire family is sacrificing so many things with her. Life is totally changed when you become mother. Entire routine is totally changed by 360 degree. Our health is on toss. Our mental health is on toss. Our me time is on toss.
So always as females, we have the habit of keeping others first. Women tend to have nutritional deficiencies. Most women post 30, they are like deficient in iron, vitamin D, B12.
Worst part is they don't understand that I have a deficiency.
I tried the other day for the first time actually, and I woke up like a different person.
As today is Mother's Day, let's have a mom-to-mom conversation here. I remember when I was as a kid, I never celebrated Mother's Day.
True.
But
We knew about Mother's Day, that there's a day which is celebrated for mothers, but I don't think we did anything about it. It was
Yes.
more of a culture which we used to see in the TV.
Yes, that's a Western culture which is coming to
Correct.
India now.
But it's good.
Yeah, it's good to celebrate every day as a Mother's Day actually. Actually, when I was kid, I never celebrated Mother's Day. But now it's very trendy. Kids they love to celebrate
True.
as a special day. So I have two kids. One is, the elder one is son, who is like 19 years, and the younger one is 10 years. She's a girl. So my boy's way is different and my girl's way to celebrate the Mother's Day is very different. My son used to cook a proper meal for me, and he designed a table for me, decorate the table for me, and in such a way, and give me a good surprise. We call it son and mother date. And we eat
So
together, we discuss everything, and that's a beautiful moment for both of us. Where the other side, if I see my daughter, as a girl, we know all the girls love to make cards. So she designed a proper card for me with I love you, wish you a happy Mother's Day, mama, and some other things, some drawings, some stickers. And she make such a cute greeting cards which I can keep as a memory for lifelong. So the way of celebrating moments are very different for different kids
True.
and different people.
So my son is only 2.2 now, but I
Oh.
hope someday he will do something like that, something sweet, something that I can talk about.
Yeah. So what are the challenges? Your kid is very small. So what are the challenges you face? Because life is totally changed when you become mother. And that is also working mom. When I was working mom, we faced so many issues. As a nuclear family, you are cooking for your husband, you are making your tiffins, going to office, making some food for kids. It's lots of challenges come
It's
because
very difficult.
the entire routine is totally changed by 360 degree.
Correct. It's very difficult. Even if you have a help at home, it's still, there's so much of planning required, right?
Yes.
For yourself, like your husband's, your food, then again the baby's meal, because the baby
Yes.
might not be able to eat the same food as us. At the same time, trying to make sure that it's nutritionally fulfilled, right?
Right,
So many
right.
things are there. And again, it's not only about the food. There are things like the house things, the
Yes.
laundry ho gaya, then you have the doctor's appointments and so many things that's running in your mind. At the same time, you have your office work, the deadlines, the presentations, and everything you have to do just with a smile.
Yes, that's
Right.
important.
So coming to food, yes, obviously there's a lot of change, I think, right, from when it was your babies, right, when they were younger,
Yes.
and now, right, how we do, it's very different. But maybe you can just tell me, how did you manage at that time?
So I used to do most of the preparation on Sundays. We both used to go to buy the grocery on that day, and we make some quick things like chutney or some. We generally cook masalas and everything, keep in fridge, so we can use the entire week can go very smoothly.
Correct.
So we used to do सारा preparation ला के grocery store कर देते थे, and whatever we are cooking on a daily basis, the one thing is comes with the challenge is what you need to cook in the morning. So
Deciding
if
the
you-
menu.
Yeah, deciding the menu for the day. That is the main challenge for females, and especially for the females who are working is a big challenge, because you need to collect all the things together for that menu.
Correct.
So we used to design the entire week menu on Sunday, and we do all the preparation for the entire day, entire week. And so the week goes very smoothly if you have in the mind in the morning, when you get up in the morning, you have set menu in your mind that breakfast I need to cook this, lunch for this, and for dinner I can cook this. So things go smoothly.
I think it's very important to have a planning in that way, because
Yes.
what happens is that when there are no plans, so most of the time what happens, okay, we are giving to our child something is left over, we just eat it, right? Or theek hai, something we cook it in abundance, like a little bit more quantity, or maybe something is just maybe the child didn't eat, or you didn't calculate and just made more, and you just skip it over, right, the leftovers, and you eat that. So always we have as females, we have the habit of keeping others first, like
Right,
obviously
right.
the child's food, or maybe your husband's, and then maybe whatever is left, or ठीक है चलता है कुछ भी, whatever is there, I'll just eat it, right?
Right.
So in that way, many times what happens, many women tend to have nutritional deficiencies.
Because at that time, when I was doing research, like when you're keeping cooked food in your fridge and you are reheating the food again and again, you're losing the nutrients. And there are different ways to reheat the food in a different cooking methods. Like if you are reheating with the steaming, you can really store the nutrients in it. Or if you are reheating in microwave, you lose all the nutrients. So you have to keep that in mind, how you are recooking or reheating the food. That really help you to save your time.
Correct.
Maybe.
And also I think sometimes what happens, you might reheat, then again the food might just get cold. Sometimes
Yes.
what happens, the taste might not be
Yes,
there,
yes.
then you don't have the appetite to eat, or sometimes you're just so tired that okay, you don't feel like eating, or you're like theek hai, like let it be, I'll just eat something, whatever is left, and not cook.
Right.
So that's there. So in this way, what happens is most women post 30, they are like deficient in iron, vitamin D, B12, and there are other nutrients also which are required in the day-to-day
like
lives.
omega-3 and
Yes,
magnesium also they
correct,
get into the
correct.
deficiency.
Yes.
And they feel so tired, and the worst part is they don't understand that I have a deficiency, and they are not, because they are not working. They feel like my priority is my kid, because it's small, he can't say anything, so I have to give priority to him. I have to give proper nutrition to him, and where my nutrition is totally lost as a
True.
mom.
True.
Right?
Also the lack of sleep.
Yeah, that's lack of sleep, lack of time, so many changes in the daily routine, because you before the pregnancy you were getting the proper sleep. Now that sleep is not there, or if you're taking a sleep, it's in parts.
Correct.
Like 2
correct.
hours, then 3 hours,
Yeah. So
according
that's,
to your child.
Yeah, that's correct for if you have a younger child, but definitely when you have an older kid also, there's so many things to plan, right? Their school activities, their tuitions, their classes, right from the
Yes.
beginning. I think you might be
And the food choices of the kids also,
Yes.
that matters a lot. Because you cook something for the entire family, and suddenly your son will say, no, I don't like this food, so I need something. And when you're ordering from outside or you're cooking something separately, you are spending more time in kitchen. The challenges increase day by day when your kids grow, actually, I feel.
very true.
So, and deficiency. They feel like the entire day they are tired, they are getting leg pain, they are getting joint pain, but they are not understanding the root cause. What is the root cause? They feel like that as a nutritionist, we know they have deficiency, that's why they're getting these symptoms.
Correct.
They're getting postpartum depression also,
Correct.
right? So because of the magnesium deficiency or omega deficiency, the mental health is really on a toss. So they face depression. I've seen one research, because of the magnesium deficiency, female is very prone to migraine. If you see, if you have heard, like you are handling so many patients, like have you heard from any men that the male is getting migraine? Most of the time, females are getting migraine because of the magnesium
Correct.
deficiency.
That's true.
right?
That's true. Like out of all my clients, I think there are more females who have migraines than
Right,
men. We're not
right.
saying that men doesn't have, but still,
But
I
the
think it's
percentage-
more, yes, or female is
Yes,
more. So
yeah.
that's true. But at the same time, also, Nisha, what happened is, now since we're talking about magnesium, I tried magnesium the other day for the first time actually, and I woke up like a different person. I felt so fresh.
Yes.
Though I might have the same amount of sleep time, but it was like a completely different experience.
Yes.
Then again, like how we talk about omega-3, it
Right.
definitely helps with our joint pains and our mental health, our heart health, right? So omega-3 also we need to look into so that we can get it through either foods or supplements.
I can see the difference on my skin and hair also. When we take the omega-3 supplement, how our skin and hair color, shine, everything is totally changed with the supplement. How you are managing with the me time? Are you getting time with your small kid?
So that's, that's very difficult. But yeah, I do make sure that I take out the time for myself. So what I do is that I just sit in my office chair I just close the door, so they assume that I'm working and just sit there and just do nothing. Okay, so that's like my 20 minutes, 15 minutes me time. Apart from that, I make sure that every 3 times in a week I go for my Pilates class.
That's
I just
amazing.
love Pilates.
That's amazing. Because when you're doing this kind of activity, you forget everything about office or your house things and everything.
That's
But
1
the
hour
kids
is
also.
for me.
Yeah,
so I don't have to
there's
like
no
deal
thought-
with anybody.
Yes.
Nothing.
There's no thought process in mind actually. The entire focus is on your Pilates class.
What
I
is your
used to-
me time?
I used to go to Zumba,
Hmm.
and that is like I love to dance as Punjabi.
Okay.
So there we used to do the Bollywood workout in Zumba form. So it gave me so much energy to work in the late evening also, and I didn't like whatever the tiredness I feel in the entire day after work. That really gone.
Awesome. Obviously, it lets there's better blood flow when you exercise,
yes.
right?
I never felt tired after doing 1 hour Zumba because the energy level is very high.
Correct.
Because
and other
you
days you
are
might just feel
happy.
tired without doing anything.
Yes. I think when you are not doing anything, that time you feel more tired.
Yeah, it's true. It's true sometimes. Also, there are many other reasons. For example, like apart from not doing anything, not having your meals on time, those also makes you feel tired, lethargic.
Yes.
Then not sleeping on time, right? And the deficiencies as we spoke.
So as a working mom, we sacrifice a lot. Our health is on toss. Our mental health is on toss. Our me time is on toss. And there are lots of struggle. The moment we become mother, there are lots of struggle we face. Grow our child actually.
One side is the career and one side is the
Yes,
child,
to
right?
balance everything with the family, kid, other home related
Because
things.
you love both. Obviously, you love your
Yes.
child and you love your work. And the
Yeah.
guilt constantly is there that we are not able to give enough time. Sometimes we feel like, oh, we are not able to do justice to our work because we are
Right.
not able to give enough time to that.
Right.
At the same time, everything is like half done. You're not even able to give that much time to your child, and then that guilt keeps coming.
Right.
So, do you remember anything, Nisha, in that kind of guilt, like when your child was younger?
Yeah, there are multiple times I faced that the guilt is there. You feel like crying from inside. The one moment I felt my daughter, the second child, my daughter is she was just 6 months, and I joined a new company and I went for training. At that time, leaving a 6 months baby at home with a babysitter, it's very tough. And you go for a training, the entire day you are busy in training. After the training, when you see your baby in your phone, on your WhatsApp call, then you feel like crying. What I'm doing, my job is important or my kid is important, but we can't do anything at that moment. We have to balance everything. Sometimes we
True.
have to compromise with the work. Sometimes we have to balance compromise with your kids.
True.
So when men is working, I feel that person is working. When a mom is working, so the entire family is sacrificing so many things with her.
Correct.
Right, the kids are sacrificing. If you have mother-in-law, father-in-law, they will also sacrifice. They have to do some work.
Also, you're expected to take care of the baby no matter
Yes.
what. Whether you're
Yes,
working,
yes.
you're not working, you have to
Yes.
give same equal importance to the baby as well, right?
Right.
So it does happen for me also sometimes, like when I'm in a meeting at home, like I'm working from home most of the time, and my son just gets up from his nap and he's crying his lungs out. I can hear the
My
sound.
God.
My nanny is trying to pacify him, but he just wants like to hug me for 5 or 10 minutes. But I can't get up from my meeting and go and do that. Right, because I'm in a video meeting, video conference, right? So all these things makes me really sad. Like I don't know like what to do, but
As a part of working mom's life,
Correct.
actually. Let me ask you one thing. One mom hack that saves your sanity.
for me, I just zone out. People
Oh.
are just talking. I'll behave like I'm listening, but I just don't.
So you do the filter listening.
Yes.
Okay.
Not filter listening. It's just that something, but I'm not listening. I'm just present there, but I'm not listening.
So physically you are there, but mentally you are not
I'm not there.
That's good.
What about you?
Nothing. I just go to sleep as a power nap actually, or I just put some nice music and enjoy that. That's it.
So Nisha, is there any food that you really like, but you don't want your kid to have that?
Mango.
Mangoes.
Yes.
But why?
I'm mango lovers, and sometimes I feel like to eat mango. I keep mangoes. Some mangoes I keep at side, and at my me time I enjoy eating that mangoes. That's
So
the
you're
thing.
keeping the mangoes aside so that it's not
Yes.
over.
Yes.
That's secretly for you.
Yes.
Okay.
It's for my me time. When it's a season, you can't eat the mango the entire season, entire like 24, the 12 months. So generally, I keep some mangoes aside, and whenever I am free and I feel like tired or I need something to eat to boost my energy, that time I'd use that mango at my me time.
So Nisha, since your kids are 19 and 13, right?
10.
10. Okay. So can you tell me like one of your proud moment as a mother?
So there are many proud moments because both the kids are growing at the growing stage. The one proud moment which I felt recently when my son passed 12th. After 12th, when he got the result, that time he was traveling to Delhi. And in between, he saw the vacancy in SpiceJet, and he asked me, "Can I go for an interview?" I said, "Yeah, you can go. Just give a trial." So he went for an interview. Out of 200 boys, he got selected. The only one boy, and we were so happy, and we were not ready to send him for the training and all, but he said, let me start and I'll complete my education simultaneously. So we said okay, and that was a big proud moment, selecting in the interview at the age of 19. He started his job, he started his career. Is like,
Wow.
It's a big thing. It's a big thing for us.
Awesome.
One food you love but secretly hide from your kids.
So Nisha, somehow I just love biscuits, but yeah, I know how to stop it too, but I have to always hide the biscuits because
Oh.
if my son sees it, and he's just 2.2, but I have seen once like I was not there and he was with a nanny, he just kept asking her only one, not two, and he asked it like I think for 4 or 5 times. I'm like,
Okay.
okay, that's it. You're not gonna
And
come
it's
close
not
to
good
that
for him, actually.
biscuit. Correct. So Nisha, tell me something, some silly thing that you do to cheer yourself up.
For myself,
Yeah.
when I go on a drive actually
Hmm.
with loud music and with my kids, I take them for long drive
Hmm.
with the loud music and I enjoy that. That's a silly thing which I do. Like the moment I feel that everyone is, the mood is changing for everyone, my son is little unhappy or I'm unhappy and something arguments happen at home. So I take everyone on drive and I enjoy the music. That's it.
So what's your go-to guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure is like, it's a very silly thing. So generally I don't allow Maggie at home. But when we go into argument or something, I have a Gen Z to handle. It's so difficult to handle them. So whenever I feel that I have, we are not talking to each other because of the argument, at midnight, my son and me, we love to eat Maggie. So I make cheese Maggie for him, and that is not happening on the daily basis. But
Correct.
it's like once in 2 months or 3 months, I make cheese Maggie for him, and we both enjoy Maggie while talking with each other and say sorry to each other and compromising on the argument and closing it off. That's it.
Awesome.
It's okay if you are not doing it perfectly. Sometimes it's okay to be imperfect. Just be with your kids as physically or mentally. Counsel your kid that you are there always for them and be kind to yourself first.
To every mother listening, you're doing enough. You're doing so much in terms of your work, in terms of taking care of the home, right? So it's, even if you're feeling invisible, you know that you are doing your best. You might feel lonely sometimes, you might feel exhausted, but you are doing good, and I think that's what's important. It's a journey. Your child is growing and you are growing. So give yourself the rest, love and permission to shine beyond guilt.